Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you work, your to-do list just keeps getting longer? Or maybe you have noticed your body sending you little signals. You are constantly tired, losing motivation, feeling overwhelmed, but you keep telling yourself, just one more task, I'll rest later. If that sounds familiar, then today's video is for you. Welcome back to Turn On the Light Within You. Today, I want to talk about something we often underestimate, the importance of rest. And I am especially talking to the hard workers, the workaholics, the ambitious professional, the parents who want to be present for everyone, the people who always feel they need to stay on top of everything, because I used to be one of them. As a mom, I always wanted to give my best to my family. At the same time, I wanted to excel in my career, continue learning, grow professionally, and achieve outstanding results. So I kept pushing myself. I believed that the harder I worked, the closer I would get to success, until my body started sending me signals. Looking back, I realized something very important. There is a big difference between pushing yourself to grow and pushing yourself until you break. Growth stretches you. Burnout drains you. Learning to recognize the difference is one of the most valuable skills you can develop. Because here's the truth. If you don't choose to rest, eventually your body will choose for you. And unfortunately, when that happens, the price can be very high. Burnout, chronic stress, depression, frustration, loss of motivation. Your body always finds a way to ask for the rest you have been denying it. That's why I believe one of the smartest things we can do is learn to understand ourselves. Know your limits. Know your energy. Know what helps you recharge. Think about it like your phone for a moment. Okay? When your phone battery is running low, you don't expect it to keep performing at 100%, right? You recharge it. You don't blame it. You don't force it. You simply plug it in because you know it needs energy to keep working. So, why do we expect our own bodies to be any different? We often push ourselves long after our energy is gone. Then we wonder why we are exhausted, why we are losing motivation, why we are no longer enjoying the things we once loved. Maybe the problem isn't that you are lazy. Maybe you are simply running on an empty battery. Now, here is something else that completely changed my perspective. Most of us think rest only means sleeping mainly, right? But that's only one type of rest. There are actually 7 different types of rest, and maybe you are missing the one your body truly needs. So, we do have a physical rest, mental rest, social rest, sensory rest, creative rest, spiritual rest, and finally emotional rest. If one of these areas has been neglected for too long, it can leave you feeling overwhelmed, even if you have been sleeping enough every night. That's why it is so important to understand yourself, to recognize what kind of rest you are actually missing. Because rest is not a luxury, it is a necessity. Not only for your health, but for your relationships, your career, your dreams, and the meaningful life you want to build. So, today, I encourage you to listen to your body. when it tells you to slow down. Listen. Pausing doesn't mean you are weak. It doesn't mean you are giving up. In fact, it shows wisdom. It shows leadership, and it shows courage. Because taking care of yourself allows you to keep showing up for the people and goals that matter most. Here's my challenge for you today. Before you leave, I would like to invite you to do something. Take a few minutes and ask yourself, what has my body been trying to tell me that I have been ignoring? Maybe you need physical rest. Maybe mental rest. Maybe you have been missing meaningful connection with people. Or maybe you have simply forgotten to take time for yourself. I also encourage you to explore Dr. Sandra Dalton Smith's work in Sacred Rest. She explains the 7 types of rest in much greater detail and offers a free online assessment that can help you discover which type of rest you need most. Once you know your result, choose one small action this week to begin restoring your energy. Small actions, repeated consistently, create meaningful changes. If today's message resonated with you, I would love to hear from you. Share your experience or your biggest challenge with rest in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with someone who may need this reminder today. Together, let's help each other build a healthier, more meaningful life. Because remember, we have one life, one chance. Let's live it fully. And until next time, keep turning on the light within you.